All right, guys. It is April 27, 2020. I apologize. I did not realize the video that I had posted the sound did not come through. So, and some of you have already turned in the riddle of the day. The riddle of the day, there were some people on a train. 19 people get off the train at the first stop, 17 people get on the train. Now there are 63 people on the train. How many people were on the train to begin with? Please send your answers to me privately on Google Chat. And if you do that, you will earn 10% extra credit today on your assignment. All right, focus question today. What are the big things to remember when adding and subtracting polynomials? So remember, polynomials is really just a fancy name for expressions. So last week we talked a little bit about how to name polynomials, about the degree of polynomials, writing polynomials in normal form, and we went into adding and multiplying polynomials. Today we'll talk more about adding and subtracting, but the real focus here and the more difficult part here is subtracting polynomials. So if you take a look at the first expression, we have the quantity of 3x to the third plus 2x squared minus 8 plus the quantity 2x to the third minus 4x plus 2. So if you look at both of those, we are adding those two polynomials together. Because there are no coefficients outside the parentheses, we could just drop the parentheses and we could write out the polynomials on the inside. So I'm going to do that right now. And then I'm really going to need to think about, I need to simplify this. So I'm going to simplify this by combining like terms. And remember, after I combine like terms, I am going to put my new polynomial in order from the highest degree term or monomial to the lowest degree. So I'm using a highlighter just to identify the like terms. Remember, like terms have the same variable and exponent. So here I combine 3x to the third plus 2x to the third to make 5x to the third. 2x squared, there was no like terms for that, so I wrote that next. And then negative 8 plus 2. Well, before I did that, minus 4x. And then negative 8 plus 2 will be negative 6. Notice I wrote it in order from the highest degree term to the lowest. This is called normal form. So now what we're going to do is, that was adding polynomials. The big thing to remember there is we're combining like terms and we're going to write it, the simplified version, in normal form. So now let's look at subtracting polynomials. And in this case, we had the quantity of 5x plus 2 minus the quantity of negative 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. Notice I highlighted the minus sign. So when I'm subtracting a polynomial, I'm subtracting every single term that's part of the polynomial. So I'm subtracting negative 2x to the second. I'm subtracting negative 3x. I'm subtracting 4. So the way I do that is I'm going to have to distribute the negative sign. And we've done this many times in the past. So I'm going to distribute that negative sign. And the easiest way to do that is think of that as the negative sign is -1 and just multiply that by all the terms. And you'll see me do that here. And as you notice, I'm writing on the board, I'm distributing that negative sign to all the terms on the inside. So negative times negative 2x squared becomes positive 2x squared. Negative times negative 3x is positive 3x, and negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Now, when I'm here, I need to combine like terms. So I'm going to do that now. And I just realized that with that 2x term, it was 2x squared. So made sure I changed that. Now, what are we going to combine here? What are the like terms? Well, it looks like 5x and 3x are like terms. And then 2 and negative 4 are like terms. So on the video, you're going to notice me highlighting those like terms. And then remember, we're just going to combine them and put them in normal form. So as I write this in normal form, the highest degree term is 2x squared. I combine 5x and 3x, that's positive 8x or plus 8x, and then 2 minus 4 is negative 2. There you have it. So when you're working on your problem set today, you are going to be adding and subtracting polynomials. I'm also going to throw in a couple problems on multiplying polynomials. Remember, when you're multiplying, you're using your expansion boxes so that you could do the distributive property in an organized fashion. All right, I'm going to upload this video right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.